Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Tourists, and not only one set, there are a couple sets of tourists who were robbed in Barbados recently. I haven't seen it in your news. Have you? Now, they're saying that maybe David Small, also known as Sluggy, he may be a person of interest in those particular robberies. And there was one where two guys said that they gave him a lift, and when he was supposed to get out the car, he didn't get out. He said, we have to pay me to get out. This is all alleged. And then it seems as though there was some kind of scuffle, and he pulled a weapon on them and told them, don't move. In America, when you tell someone don't move, that's a kidnapping. That's a kidnapping right there, okay? So he is in police custody as I speak. I'm talking about David Small. And even when he was walking up with this guy, the white guy, the tourist was being warned not to go off with David Small because, you know, he's like an unsavory type of guy in Barbados. And then you heard about the other two tourists who were really severely put upon in Barbados. I mean, severely. They came up, yeah, they really got battered in Barbados. We only have him, we don't have his partner. There are two guys that really had it. Someone heavy-handedly handled them. So I don't have any more on that, but that is something that you do not get in your news either. Okay? You're not getting these things in your news. As it is, he is off the street. He is at the Hotel St. Philip, and I cannot wait to see what they are going to charge him with, because he's been getting away with a lot of stuff. It seems that way, that he's getting away with a lot of stuff. He usually would provide tourists on the island with medication, self-medication. So, and he's known for that. So we have to wait to see if the police will tell the citizens of Barbados, the Barbados Police Service gang, if they're going to tell you the charges, well, it's not that one, the charges that they have against David Small, and how it may tie in with tourists on the island who have been robbed. Okay, they have been robbed. There are tourists on the island, and it's beginning to, the violence and all of the illegal things that are happening in Barbados is beginning to, it's going into that area that there's a no touch, there's a zone in Barbados, there's a curtain in Barbados that you never could open up. You don't go under it, you don't go over it, you don't go around it. That curtain protects tourists. And it's known. They teach you that in school. Do not mess with the bottom line, tourism in Barbados. And whatever is happening in Barbados is spilling right into that particular marketing area, that particular, area that is really a shame. Because if a country like America tell its citizens that, Barbados is not a friendly place to go, to avoid Barbados, and they tell the agents, the travel agencies and that kind of stuff, put a warning when people are calling in about Barbados, you guys are screwed. You guys are going to be screwed, okay? I cannot understand why anyone would do that to themselves. Why would you do that to yourself? It's like, it's something you just should not do. You just should not do it, but it's happening. Whatever is happening in Barbados, among the locals, the natives, it's spilling into the tourism industry. That's where it's overflowing. Whatever is happening is overflowing. And now you have people like David Sluggy Small in the hotel, and now we have to wait. We have to wait to see if he's connected to any of the happenings I mentioned, where someone gave him a lift and, you know, he decided to take things one step further, and then there were two people who were injured, robbed, and they were injured. Did Sluggy have something to do with that? Not sure about the two that were injured that I showed you a picture of. One, I show you this photo of one of them, but the two in the car, the two men in the car who gave him a ride and he wanted to take advantage before he got out. We have to wait to see how that pans out. How, you know, even if they're going to go to the police, it seems as though they went to the Black Rock station, and the Black Rock station is now at the post office and they couldn't find it. So they went to the West Coast, Holetown, and Holetown told them, well, it happened in Black Rock, so you have to find your way back to Black Rock. And with all the moving back and forth, these particular tourists on the island, they think that they're going to go about it a different way, and they were looking for Sluggy. They were around the area, driving around looking for Sluggy. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing, okay? But yeah, this is a moving target. I'm going to let you know more about it as I get more. As I get more information, I'll give you more information. But here he is. He was walking off with a tourist, and the tourist, while he was walking off with the tourist, someone was shouting to the tourist. It was actually Patricia shouting to the tourist to be careful. Okay, so I'll bring more to you as I get more. Okay, this is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.